The NIA that's interrogating Tahawwur Rana, that key mastermind, the plotter of the 2008 Mumbai attacks after his extradition from the United States. They have his custody for the next 16 days because do remember that he's been in the custody. The questioning that started yesterday, today is day 2. The NIA is focusing on uncovering details of the alleged role that Rana played in those blasts that took place in Mumbai. Multiple locations that were attacked by terrorists who came through the waters, entered Mumbai and killed 166 people. To know more on this, of course, we have my colleagues joining us. We have Anushka joining us from the NIA office, and also we have Anuj joining us. Anushka, take us through the details. It's day 2 of questioning. How long will it take before the trial can start in the case? Of course, he has been arrested by the NIA. The questioning is starting. The aim so far is to convert the information they're getting out of Rana into evidence. How long will that take? Any word on that?
That's right, Divya. Yesterday, around 10 a.m., the NIA started interrogating Tahawwur Rana regarding his involvement in 26/11 attacks. But so far, what the NIA sources have told us is that Tahawwur Rana is not, in fact, helping with the investigation. He's saying, and he's also, in fact, giving excuses of all the diseases that he had used earlier in the US judiciary also. Right now, we're outside the NIA headquarters. Today is day 2 of the questioning, and we can still show you the kind of security deployment that can be seen here. The NIA has reasons to believe that Tahawwur Rana was planning and all the terrorists who were involved in the 26/11 attacks had in fact plans to organize and orchestrate similar attacks on other Indian cities as well. The NIA had begun extensive interrogation of Mumbai terror attack mastermind Tahawwur Rana to uncover the deeper layers of the conspiracy. But so far what we are learning is that Tahawwur Rana is not helping with any of the interrogation, and the NIA is in fact trying to understand as to who was the person who was financing all of the terror funding, using which the attack was in fact planned on Mumbai. Over to you.
Right, Anushka, let's just go across to Anuj as well. Anuj, this case could be, Tahawwur Rana could be tried in Delhi, but also could be tried in Mumbai because they're 2 separate cases. Take us through, the challenges that are being faced in this particular case.
Well, yes, there were a lot of doubts on whether he'll be brought back to Delhi or Mumbai, because we remember that, when the extradition process was in progress, there were preparations being made in both these cities. But considering that this is a high-profile case related to the national security, such cases are usually tried, they could usually get completed in Delhi. However, one cannot deny the fact that, throughout the course of their investigation, the NIA might require to take Tahawwur Rana and bring him here only to make sure that there is an on-site investigation that take place, because a lot of the investigation will have to be done with keeping in mind how this entire attack unfolded, how did the planning unfolded, what was the level of collaboration and the planning that went in place. Because we remember, or we know, that when this attack happened, even a month before that, Tahawwur Rana was here. He stayed in the Taj Hotel with his family, and he personally visited a few of these areas which were under attack, a month later on 26/11/2008. So for an on-site investigation, one might expect Tahawwur Rana to be brought here in Mumbai. However, no official word has come out on that. In fact, a team of NIA from Mumbai has also approached the Delhi team to associate and to work with that. We know that the NIA head at the moment is someone who was there with the Mumbai police when the attacks were happening. So yes, it is going to be a collaborative action from the word go.
Right, Sadanand Date, who was injured during the attacks but continued his fight in spite that injured eye. Well, of course, he is now heading NIA. Thank you, Anush, for getting us those details. Let's also talk about the situation and the kind of security measures that need to be in place with Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP of Uttar Pradesh, joining us on the broadcast this morning. So, what are the challenges that one needs to be prepared for when it comes to such high-profile cases, such wanted terrorists? We're talking about the first of its kind extradition that we're seeing in the longest time. What does one need to be prepared for in terms of multiple agencies that are involved?
Divya, good morning. I'm happy that you have raised this very pertinent point. He is a very high security detainee, and of course, there are multiple stakeholders within the country and outside who would like him in the happier world. That said, why? Because he is likely to disclose the names of those who aided and abetted and were willing accessories to the dastardly crime which saw the death of 166 brave Indians on 26/11. Now, to see that how secure he is and the multiple investigations, you would see that conspiracy is one task, one crime that is difficult and not easy to investigate, because there are multiple dimensions to the investigation: the intercepts, the electronic exchanges, the emails, and the like. And also the confessions made by David Coleman Headley in the American courts, the exchanges between Coleman Headley and Tahawwur Rana and ISI, of course, as now he's said that he's only claiming to be having very serious ailments like Parkinson's, etc., and not willing to come out. Well, that is on the expected lines. We do not expect a hardened terrorist to come out and very willingly and come out with the truth and sing like a canary. But yes, there are ways and means and scientific aids to investigation to get to the bottom of this, like the lie detector test, the polygraph test, the circumstantial evidence, the documentary evidence, the electronic evidence. So once confronted, I think there is no way, there is no escape route he can take except claim absolute illness, loss of memory, amnesia, etc. But NIA, you may understand, is one of the most professional investigating agencies in the world, and its success rate is almost 100%. Therefore, I feel they are equal to the task. And Sadanand Date, as you said in your opening remarks, is one person who not only was in charge of the main ambush and assault party, but also now is heading the NIA. Therefore, I would say we are putting the best foot forward, and I have no doubt it may be long, it may be circuitous, but rest assured, the nation is waiting and the results will come out sooner than later.
Right, sir. Also, the trial will start in Delhi, but like I was mentioning talking about this to Anush, my colleague, there are two cases, which means that there could also be a trial in Mumbai, or perhaps they would need to take him to Mumbai in order to recreate the scene, etc., because he was the mastermind, the plotter. He was there in Mumbai for 10 days before the attacks took place. How difficult would it be if one needed to shift him between two cities?
Not difficult at all. In high security prisons, you may recall, of course, we don't do that. We are very serious about human rights considerations. In America, you would know that he was shackled in the legs and tied from the waist. We all don't do all that, but we see to it that the security is fail-proof, foolproof, no attacks, no suicide attempts, and also no assaults from outside. Therefore, to say that it is absolutely easy, this drill has been done hundreds and thousands of times, and the Indian security forces are more than equal to the task to take him to Mumbai, to Pushkar, to the Kumbh areas, to the NDC in Delhi, and to the naval headquarters in Cochin, wherever. And rest assured, it's going to be fail-proof and foolproof.